Hello, John Mason. How is everybody? I hope you all are well. Yes, this year I've entered my 60th birthday, and I do believe life does begin at 60. I believe that my best years are ahead of me, and I thank everybody out there for joining me on the journey. On the journey. This tomorrow, December 27th, will be a big event for me. I will be at Tattooed Mom. That's the rock and roll nightclub bar at 530 South Street. And it's starting at 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. I will be holding a book signing and poetry reading. There I will sell copies of my book, my anthology, All of the Above, and also copies of the two individual poetry volumes, Mutterings and Out of the Box. I am very proud of all my work, and I want to share them with you. The anthology, All of the Above, is $20 a copy. The poetry volumes are $10 each. I hope to see you there. Now, I'm going to have to be on a very serious note. I am thoroughly disgusted with the act of the current Congress, emphasis on the first syllable, which has cobbled together this outlandishly terrible tax bill, which, in spite of the propaganda that the right-wing media hopes you'll be stupid enough to swallow, is going to be a disaster for middle-class and working-class people. It's going to be nothing but a bonus for upper-scale, top 1.1% of the American people. The upper echelons, the plutocracy. Yes, I said plutocracy. It is a real thing there. I predict that in 10 more years, if things keep going like this, we're going to end up like Russia, dominated by a few oligarchic families like we are now, but it's more subtle. We're going to keep the superficial trappings of democracy for a while. And I urge everybody out there listening to me, hit the streets. Get in the face of every member of Congress you can and tell them, this is wrong. This is not worthy of America. This will not work. This will be a disaster for this country. And I've heard this talk ever since Ronald Reagan in 1981. You cut taxes on the wealthy and the corporations. They'll reinvest it in their plant, and they'll hire new people, and there's going to be jobs galore and pay galore. That has not been the historical example. Corporations have been following this pattern ever since the end of the Second World War, where they reestablish their plants, their factories from heavy union density areas to less union density areas to right to work states to right out of the country. Jobs are being exported. That's being our main export anymore is jobs. And therefore, the jobs are exported, and the workers are still here in their small town, in their towns, in their neighborhoods, their cities, with no jobs, thus no money to pay taxes, to pay for schools and maintenance of roads and police and fire services and ambulances and whatnot. That has been the reality of so-called supply-side economics, which is being practiced here. But the Republicans always have rehashed it like some whole new thing. Like just reinvented it. Here it is all over again, repackaged. Same nasty old package for the American people. I would like for progressive economists to get together and formulate our own model tax bill, like the progressives and democratic socialists and late trade unionists were to take over the Congress, God willing. What would a tax bill be like? What would be our ideal tax bill? As a project, along with getting out the vote, getting out the bodies, letting every member of Congress know that we won't take this. And letting every American know that they're not alone in opposing Trump. Of course, we have our loved ones who still worship the Donald, who actually think he's a wonderful human being. Pray for them. But keep fighting. And that leads me to this other thing that's been worrying me. Robert Mueller, the former FBI director under George W. Bush, rock-solid Republican, Marine Corps veteran in Vietnam, is investigating Donald Trump and his campaign's connections to the Russian government, like how the intelligence agencies hacked the DNC and the Hillary Clinton campaign, and did everything they could to load everything to the benefit of Donald Trump, because they know he's a simpleton, he's egotistical, he's stupid, he can be easily conned and flattered. I just can't think of any redeeming quality about him. And the Russian intelligence agencies do play on that. And they flatter him, and that's how they got him in their meat hooks. The Trump administration and the right-wing propaganda machine like Fox News and this One America thing, they're whipping up this propaganda campaign against Mueller and the whole investigation, finding every excuse to discredit it, to malign Mueller's integrity, to say there's nothing going on, there's nothing, that the investigation turning up nothing, that there's a biased witch hunt against Trump. But from what I've seen, Mueller has bent over backwards to keep his operation under control, disciplined, organized, full of integrity. That's the word I'm trying to find. And that's another thing we must urge, along with this tax bill, for people to go on the street and put some backbone in the Democrats and in Congress and the political elite. I've been afraid that due to Trump whipping up the hysteria against Mueller among his followers, the political class might cop out and stop the investigation. We must be out on the street also to urge the political class, Congress, and the mainstream media to keep on Trump's case, to support Mueller's investigation. And let the investigation go where it will, and show a bit of backbone. We can do this. It's my hope that out of this Trump disaster, something good comes out of this for America, that we become a better nation after this. That is my hope going into this new year. And please have a good time on New Year's Eve, okay? Happy New Year. Bye.